other topic in words, but I just modified it to make it brief and understandable. And the truth is that we know a very limited area of a subject, and we are presenting it as we are having a holistic picture. And it is very important for science journalism that they must have a holistic picture of the developments, whether they are scientific, whether they are social. So when you are talking of holistically, then there are many negatives which can be turned into positives with the time, with diversity of knowledge, with diversity of techniques. So because of that, I change the topic to this. What is science? Let us start from there. Scientific fact is something which is measurable and which is reproducible. A flower is beautiful, but it is not measurable. There is no balance or no scale to measure beauty. So it is not science. Secondly, it is not reproducible. When you ask another person, that flower may not be that much beautiful in his or her eyes. So we can't call it science. It is neither measurable nor reproducible. But if you say that this glass is 300 grams, then it is measurable. And if anyone, anywhere in the world weighs it, it will have the same weight. So it is reproducible. This is the main difference between scientific facts and non-scientific facts. Yes, sir. Various builders and their rule. This is the summary of my talk. But what I want to mention that from very childhood, I liked journalism. But I didn't know that a time will come that I will be with you, journalists, and we will be mutually. So this is my first time talking to journalists. Probably S&T had a program a few years back in which I spoke a little bit, just give comments. But this is the first time that I am speaking to a journalist meeting, and from my very childhood, I liked journalism. So last night I was thinking that probably that was that love which brought me here. So thanks to Asif and all of you, and you are the pioneers of this part of the world, that you are thinking of science journalism, which is the most important thing for the socio-economic development of a nation and a country. So the main topics are what are different sorts of different types of builders and their roles. What's journalism? What is science journalism? Then I was asked to tell about the branches of science. Then public demand from journalism in terms of science and technology, and what to tell the public, the outcome of science, better society through better economy, but how? Yes, please. There are three types of main builders for the socio-economic development of a nation. One is the economy builder, which is industrialist. In our country, they import the products which they make in their own industry. Can such an industry be trusted by others? Never. And your economy is not developing in that way. The second is the opinion builder. An opinion builder is the journalist. If the journalist makes compromises for money, for pressure, for various sorts of things, for a motorbike, then you can't build the opinion you need for the development of a society. The third and the most important builder is the nation builder, the teacher. Last 60 years, development showed that the teacher has badly failed in developing, nurturing a society. We need to live at par with the developed world. So we are all failing constantly. And I was thinking that I am the main responsible person of this society as a teacher. But when I look at you, you are more important because your message reaches every eye and every ear, and you can convince people. And the art of journalism is such an art, it is just like poetry, that you criticize people, you guide people, you offend people in a way, but they don't feel offended. And that is the artistic aspect of journalism, that you tell the truth, but in such a way, in such a soft language, that people don't mind it. All the people in the society blame the government. And the government, in my eyes, is a group of servants and answerable to the society. So society is the ruler. If you think that the developed world, they are scared of Allah, that is why they are honest, that is why they are hardworking, that is why they are sincere, it is completely wrong. They are scared of the society, because if they don't what you call ban a wrong product, if they allow something wrong in the market, then the society is against the market and the government. So Imran Khan or your chief minister or your governor is your servant. And only journalism can teach people that they are not rulers, they are your servants. The real builders of a society are these three: the industrialist, who is the builder of economy; the teacher, who is the nation builder. The teacher builds the journalist as well. That is why people call him the nation builder. Teacher is the main builder of the society, who is time and again failing, and we are putting the burden and responsibility on other people. If I say that the society is wrong, that is why I couldn't produce a good nation. Teacher must be above the society. If he flows with the water of the society, then he is not a teacher, a mind maker. So the whole failure is because of the teacher. Teacher must be above the society, and he should pull the society upwards, and that will develop the society. If you look, people say that the European society is the product of their university, but my society is not the product of my university. Because I say society is ruling me. If I don't do corruption, if I don't do this thing wrong, then I will have no status in the society. I am presenting you my model. None forced me in this country. For the last 16 years I am working. Ask the governor, ask the president, ask the vice chancellor, none will come towards me for corruption. So if you become strong, even you die for that cause, it is good, but never compromise the principles. People who do that, they have developed their world, their part of the world, and the cream of the world is pouring towards those countries. Everybody is not after money. People need security, people need standard education, people need standard health services, and those people are giving, and the cream of your nation and all the poor nations are running towards them. So their security person is a doctor who is not talking with the open heart to our people here when he is sitting in the clinic in Pakistan, but here he is happily doing security job. This doesn't mean that he has fallen his level down. No, there the security person is honored equally. He doesn't mind to be a security guard, but he minds here to be under anyone. So this is the society which they made and which established norms. One of the senior most professor was going with me on a street in England, and he dropped down a tissue paper, and everybody looked at him with very bad eyes. And he looked at me that, did everybody mind it? I said, of course. Why will they not mind it? When you clean something, you clean your house, and when somebody comes from outside and throws some dirt there, you will be very angry with him. So the people who make their countries, then they are taking care of that as well, right? So it is the society which rules, not the government. Don't tell that the government is responsible. If the government, this means my society is wrong to elect wrong people, because my priorities are like that. If my priorities were different, then I would have gone through another way. What is a slave? I mean slave mentality. Or do you think honesty and sincerity, as I told you, of the American and European, is not because of the fear of God, but because of the society? And secondly, when you trust them,